Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Pitt right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down. Take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They're going to run it. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lincoln. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. First down, 10 yards to go.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He makes the connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the RPO, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Give to the back. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Syracuse right back at it. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Feeling some heat. Setting up the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play and you knew it was going to be a pass. You cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Bargava. He's loose. Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum. Putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And now on second down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't pegged.
We'll see if they go back to the it's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game. Right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that throw.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense dropping into soft coverage. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Here, throw in the towel and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Boston College. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass hits, picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. You've got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Using his legs to buy some time. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
And perhaps there's some confusion, though. This one shouldn't be too much trouble. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On second down, he'll fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse. Late in the game. Confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but maybe you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Looking for a productive play on first down. Steps away. He'll throw one to his right. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. I have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Shakes off the defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Boston College. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's going to pass on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.